Hello friends, my name is Harshada Kharse from NDMVP KBT College of Engineering. We will be discuss about Python. First we see Python history. First one, Python laid its foundation in the late 1980s. The implementation of Python was started in December 1989 by Guido van Rossum at CWI in Netherlands. In February 1991, Guido van Rossum published the code to elite sources. In 1994, Python 1.0 was released with new features like llama, map, filter, and reduce. Python 2.0 added new features such as list, compression, garbage collection system. ABC programming language is set to the procedure of Python language, which was capable of expression handling and interfacing with the Amoeba operating system. Then we see what is Python. Python is an interpreted object-oriented high-level programming language with dynamic syntax. Its high-level built-in data structure combined with dynamic type and dynamic binding make it very attractive for rapid application development as well as for use as a scripting or glue language to connect existing components together. Python's simple, easy to learn syntax emphasizes readability and therefore reduces the cost of program maintenance. Python supports modules and packages which encourage program modularity and code reuse. Then the Python interpreted and the extensive standard library and available in source or binary form without change for all major platforms and can be freely distributed. The next point explained by my friend Tejashree.
Hello friends, I am Tejashree Thete telling you some features of Python. Python provides many useful features which make it popular and valuable from the other programming languages. It supports object-oriented programming, procedural programming approaches and provides dynamic memory allocation. We have listed below a few essential features. First one, easy to learn and use. Python is easy to learn as compared to other programming language. Its syntax is straightforward and much the same as the English language. There is no use of the semicolon or curly bracket. The indentation defines the code block. It is the recommended programming language for beginners. Second one, expressive language. Python can perform complex tasks using a few lines of code. Third one, interpreted language. Python is an interpreted language. It means the Python program is executed one line at a time. The advantages of beginning interpreted language, it makes debugging easy and portable. Fourth one, cross-platform language. Python can run equally on different platforms such as Windows, Linux, Unix and Macintosh, etc. So we can say that Python is a portable language. It enables programmers to develop the software for several competing platforms by writing a program only once. Fifth one, free and open source. Python is freely available for everyone. It is freely available on its official website www.python.org. It has a large community across the world that is dedicatedly working toward make a new Python module and functions. Anyone can contribute to Python community. The open source means anyone can download its source code without paying any penny. Sixth one, large standard library. It provides a vast range of libraries for the various fields such as machine learning, web developer, and also for the scripting. There are various machine learning libraries such as TensorFlow, Pandas, NumPy, Keras, and PyTorch, etc. Django Flask, Pyramids are the popular framework for Python web development. 7. Integrated. It can easily integrated with languages like C, C++, and Java, etc. Python runs code line by line like C, C++, Java. It makes easy to debug the code. Next one, list, tuple, set, and dictionary in Python. It's explained you to my friend Tanuja.
Hello friends, I am Tanuja Pagar. My friend Harshada and Tejasri explaining Python history, Python features. Now I am explaining a list, tuple, set and dictionary in Python. First of all, we see the list. The list is a very versatile data structure in Python. In most cases, the list is useful. The list can contain the number, string, and even list. Also, in most cases, we use the list as an arrow, or we can say it like it is stack. In a list, we can do an operation like insertion, deletion, slicing, and lots of other functionality. The list is a mutable type of data structure. Here is the example of list. We can perform this example in Python, online Python editor, as well as we can download the software like Ubuntu and perform Python example. We see the second, tuple. The tuple is a similar to list. Normally we cannot change the tuple data, so it is called an immutable data structure in Python. In the list we store data in square brackets, and tuple we store data in round brackets. We can do slicing in the tuple. There are few functions that we can perform with the tuple like count, index. Here is also the example of tuple. You can see. Then we can see sets. Sets contain unique data. In set we store unique data. Duplicate data cannot be stored in set. We can do operations like union, intersection, etc. Normally we use set for storing the unique data. To create the set, we need to call the set method, or by just creating dictionary with the only keys. We can do the operation like add, remove, etc. Here is also the example of set. You can see. We can see dictionary. Dictionary is a very similar to the map in other languages. Dictionary used to store the key value pair data. Dictionary is used to store JSON kind of data. In the dictionary there should be unique key for every value. In some cases we can define our own class for storing multiple values in same key. Normally the uses of a dictionary is the create JSON object and get JSON data. There are lots of functions for the dictionary like get function, update function, etc. Here is also the example of dictionary. You can see. Now I am closing this. Thank you.